pressed the wrong button. Golly. It's been one of them days, I think. Hi. Hey, look, we already have a visitor. Boop. How's everybody doing? Let's see. No, I'm not late for my own show, Vlad. I'm right on time. I'm actually a minute early. Let's see. I need sleep. That's what it is. Chris Durham says should be back from the supermarket by then. I hope so. Chris Durham, make sure you pick up eggs and milk. Demon Orb, hello. Nimrod, good to see you. Vlad, good to see you. Europe on Two Wheels says, what happened to the video? Which video? I don't know. Let me know. Tusk says, I broke both my thumbnails off in a week. It's quite uncomfortable. I imagine. I slammed my finger, one of these fingers. I think it was this one here. This finger. What? No, I don't. Now you go finish your lunch or whatever it is. Anyway, so yeah, I smashed. Stop it! I smashed this in a friggin' aluminum door once and lost a fingernail. That sucked. Mila's mommy, good to see you. Charlie Welsh, what's going down? Chris Lynch, good to see you. Good to see you. JM Truth is back. Are you kidding me? Brand new dentures and being dumber than ever. That's quite a feat, honestly. What's up, retired road dog? Aisa, good to see you. Just call me Abby. Good to see you. Let's see here. Ryan and Oz, good to see you. Prestonic says, hola, the plot hole. Good to see you. Alpha K91 is here. Hi. Jacqueline Master says, hey, I made it to the plot hole live. Yes, you did. Let's see. Hola. Akiri Ice Angel, good to see you.
Hola, español.
You get on. You silly goose. News now. Numi. What's up? How you doing, Dr. Osiris? Mrs. Schrodinger's cat is here. Hello. Dr. Osiris, you lost your member's badge again. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come back eventually. No worries. Connie Johnson, good to see you. Let's see. What am I missing? I thought I missed Keith Newton, good to see you. Anthony Vasquez says, hello, everyone. This is true. We're going to talk about that a little bit. I've got an interview with MC Tune that'll be coming out soon. No, thank you. I don't even know what that is.
Whipped cream?
Oh, whipped cream? Yeah.
Whipped cream and gummy and cone.
What's up, Commander Darklight? Good to see you, sir.
Also, this is not my lunch, it's my snack.
That's your lunch? I mean, look, no judgment. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Let's see here. What am I missing? Nothing. Oh, wait, no, I got one. Here. I got something. Wait. Archangel 3, there you are. Happy Hump Day. That's true. It is Hump Day. That's right. That's right. You're going to go find a camel. Suit Kettle says metal for all. That's right. I actually came across something today that I shared with JL earlier. What's going on, Keith? Hey, Tusk. Good work on there. Roisin, I remembered. Hi. Let's see here. Hey, Mallory. There it is. Just for you. Renee Martin, good to see you. Let's see here. Make sure I got everybody. Rick Welch, how you doing, sir? J5 is alive. Hey. That's right. Finger guns, baby. Hi. Aaron Reese, good to see you. Dr. Osiris is the smiling face. That's why we like you, Doctor. You're always fun. Oh, we got a new member. That's what I saw. Stop it, puppy dog. Anthony Vasquez became a plot hole crew member. Thank you so much. All that really means the world to me. And we have the second best Johnny O. Irish Demon says, to quote General Custer, what's up, fuckers?
Oh, I have a question for you, Irish Demon. Have you ever seen a kangaroo?
You've seen tons of kangaroos. Not in Ireland, though, believe it or not. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. Okay, here we go. I think we got a Jet Osprey Islander is in the house. That's right.
Also, have you seen a koala? Those are actually really hard to spot.
Koalas? I think you've seen a koala. Ouch. Aaron Reese says I had a coworker drop a TV mount with TV attached on your finger and broke the nail off under the skin. Had to let it grow out. Oh. So, yeah, it was not fun when I slammed my finger in a freaking door. I wasn't paying attention. Hey, Colony L3. Oh, let me know if you think that if this spot right here, this little space right here, if you think that's a good spot for that sign you sent, I think that's a good spot because you can see it. And I won't have to rearrange my wall, but I might rearrange my wall. Anyway, who knows? Get down, you puppy dog. Look, you got stuff in your nose. Hello, a fat Wayne. There we are. Hello. Wish they cast a singer of Disturbed. At least they got the guy who played Django, so some sort of consistency going on there. Hey, Stroke Assaulter, good to see you. Jinju, hello, every Han, he says. Good to see you. All right, so Jacqueline Shannon, hey to you as well. 2AHD Cat, I think I saw you there. Yes, I did. Hello. So many people, so many faces. I'm getting behind. And hello to everybody. If I didn't say your name personally, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you guys are here to hang out with me for a little bit. 2HD Cat, you're not late. You're right on time. Arto, I did not forget you. Hello, Liz D. Hello, everybody. All right, so here's the thing. Speaking about the whole MC Toon thing, I did get a chance to speak with MC Toon about his investigation into Danny Rosev. Well, not going to scam here, that's for sure. My goodness. Bonus mukbang. What do we got? I have a bonus mukbang? Oh, who knows? I have no idea. But I suppose I have that video is coming out probably maybe Thursday, because that's going to be, I'm pretty much just going to like edit it up together. Which one? There's two of them. There's one up there. Well, actually, there's three up there. 1, 2, and then this one you can't really see, and then there's this one right here. Colony L3 says, I think it's be a good spot also there. Kangaroo Farm, only 3 miles away from me. Really? They have daily tours. Haven't gone yet, but maybe this year. That's pretty cool. For $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I think it's a good spot too. That's where I'm going to put it. And then I'll connect it to all this stuff over here so I can flick a switch, turn it on. Boom. I'm telling you, you are absolutely right. Hey, Dan, good to see you. Those investigations were superb. Those exposés amazing. MC Toon he dove into some super deep. The way he pulled the metadata on those photos to prove where Danny was actually standing when he took them, that was great. Now, I'm sure most of you who watch MC Toon knew what was going on, based on how he was asking his questions. I could see it. I could see that, there were kills. He had little daggers doing the and very calculated how he asked his questions to make sure he had Danny say multiple times where he was standing, where exactly he was standing on the pier, what beach he was at. And he just walked right into it. I mean, just, yeah, this is where, no, it was so amazing. TR asks, hi there, ever do any announcing or voiceover work? I don't. I mean, I do. I used to do live announcing stuff. Like we would get up, and one of the many failed ventures that I went on, we had a a production kind of thing where we would get up and put live music shows on, and I would get up and announce bands and whatnot. But I've done very limited voiceover work, and I mean extremely limited voiceover work. I don't think any of it's ever been used. I would love to get into it, especially. Oh, now we have a clone trooper, but I would love to get into it, dive into that stuff. The plot hole tore my thumbnail off playing the solo from Damage Inc., and you don't even care. You're a monster. I do care, Tusk. I do care. The fact that you're playing a Metallica song makes me question if you're telling me the truth right now, sir. Hey, Unclean Hands, good to see you. Vlad says, I just got the notification. Well, but you're here. So there we go. Done any voice underwork? Yes, actually, yes, voice underwork. So that's been fun. Hey, Miss Manny, good to see you. So yes, MC Tune thing. My goodness, I was really impressed again with the way that he tore into that metadata and his ability to extract the information and then present it in a way that there was no way that Danny could refute the fact that he had been caught. Instead, he went to the whole, well, I can't believe this is what you brought me here for. I'm going to sue you for defamation, blah, 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 blah. Good luck with that defamation lawsuit. By the way, Danny, what you don't seem to understand is if it's true, it's not defamation. I use it for this is £2. My last £2 to one of my favorite YouTubers. Well, thank you so much. I love that picture, by the way. Baby Pinhead is great.
Oh? Mama, where's
He's
the baby Pinhead?
My Pinhead's over there somewhere. No, I don't have a Pinhead. I got rid of Pinhead.
Why did you get rid of baby Pinhead?
I didn't get rid of Baby Pinhead. He was a prize. Anthony says I got dropped on my head on solid concrete when I was 3, and you turned out okay. So there you go. Right? You're fine.
I've gotten
Fine. You what? What
I've
happened to
gotten
you?
scrapes on my knees that are really bad before.
Well, that's because you're a kid and you run around and Pyong.
And I go bye bye. Sometimes I usually die and then come back to life.
No, you're silly. All right, go clean up your mess.
I'm gonna sit right here.
No, go clean up your mess.
I'm gonna sit right here.
After you clean up your mess. John Rapp says the girls in the chat are too polite to ask. Have you ever since done any underwear modeling or voiceover? I actually went out for a commercial years ago that I didn't realize was an underwear ad, but it was for plus size models. So I had a chance. It just didn't work out. So unfortunately, no. Go clean your mess.
I did.
No, you didn't. Go on. Yeah, I know, but you still have stuff on the table over there, or the counter, silly. But yeah. So I know no underwear modeling. Sorry, John. It just didn't work out. It was one of those things. Much to many people's probably delight that it does not exist. Oh, what do you have there? Now you can come over here. You clean up. Oh gosh, you're getting so big. Was Glenn modeling underwear? I don't know. That could have been. That could have been. I've got to say, I'm worried about Glenn, and there's something going on with that guy. It's beyond, it's beyond just the fact that he's an asshole, right? It's beyond that, right? Okay, stop, puppy. Stop, puppy. I got puppies over here just saying, I'm going to blah, blah,
Pet
blah,
you.
blah. Pet me, pet me, pet me.
Pet me, pet me, pet me. Link is eating. Beaver's the only one who's like, pet me.
Yep. I don't want to talk too much about Glenn anymore because, like I said, one day it's going to happen. We all know. Oh, that is one thing I did want to tell you about Glenn. So, whereas I wasn't sure. I mean, I knew that Glenn was going to post his video. I didn't know that he was going to post his video as quickly as he did, nor did I think that he would have the police footage with it. So I FOIA requested the actual police footage from the police station, and they got it back to me pretty quick. I got it, I think, the day before, either the day before or 2 days before. No, it was the day before I put out my video. So I got this video and whatever. It was the same stuff that he already put out. So it was a little disappointing that they didn't have a different angle. Regardless, I reached back out to the police department and inquired how we could send Officer D. Ball and Officer Gonzalez some sort of like, hey, you guys actually handle yourselves as professionally as possible when dealing with this utter piece of crap. I won't, M. Wild. Definitely won't. Hey, Paracord Princess. I missed you there. So I'm waiting to hear back from the chief, the police chief of that, of that station. So yeah. I thought it was going to take. I thought it was going to take longer as well. But they got. I mean, I FOIA requested it as soon as I heard about. Don't do that. As soon as I heard that it was going to be that it happened, that the arrest happened. So I FOIA requested the body cam footage, and they got back to me pretty quick and said, "Hey, we don't have body cam footage, but we have these things here. Here you go." So yeah. What's going on there, JL? I see you hiding out. JL, I hope you got my message. And that's another thing we'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing back from that police chief, because I would like to get a hold of D-Ball and let her know that, specifically because she's the one who took the brunt of that verbal assault and that diatribe from Glenn. Not that she needs any validation from us, but I mean, I think it would be kind of cool to, I think it would be really nice and really cool to express our gratitude for her having to deal with Glenn Serio in that manner to begin with and still remaining professional, only raising her voice at the very end when she was telling him he had to leave and he was being just blatantly assholish. So like I said, when I find out, I'll let you guys know, and we can all just, I don't know, send an e-card or something,
Also,
pizza for the whole shift, something. Yeah, we'll figure something out, because that, like I said, whereas I detest terrible police, and there are some out there that are terrible, I think that officers know, because you don't need to be drinking after me. Go get your own drink. I detest terrible police officers and officers who are just that really do abuse their power. And there are some out there that do exist. When you have an officer like D-Ball and Gonzalez, who above reproach do exactly what they're supposed to do, ignore the verbal diatribe and whatnot. Yeah, that's just, it's they deserve some sort of recognition, even if it's from somebody from the state of Texas.
I have a question for them.
What's your question?
For the people who have watched Encanto, why also?
We're not talking about Encanto.
But also,
no, we're not talking about Disney stuff. No Disney.
Why is it?
Disney.
Why is it rated PG, not E for everybody?
Because. Lobotomy, he needs a deserted island to beach himself on. I believe so. I think he needs to go away for a bit. Yikes. Let's see here. At the plot hole, I think folks did that for the officer in the racial tirade. He was overwhelmed by the kindness shown by so many folks. Who is this? Linda, let me know. Did I miss something? Because I'm curious. See, JT Davis 62 says his answer is some kids aren't as smart as you are, so movie rating have to consider them too. Because they discuss tax policy. Isa says, is Encanto good? I've not watched it yet. What do you think? Is it good? Two thumbs up? Yeah.
You should watch it.
Yep. All right. You go on.
I'm staying on you forever.
No, not forever. You hurting my knee. Actually, my knee's just starting to hurt. Sorry, sweetie. Your butt crack. Yikes. Gross. Microraptor says, rated PG for plot girl. Maybe. I agree, Paracord Princess. And here's the thing. This is what I wish these these frauditors would understand, is that when you do these types of things, and if the auditor or the auditor community, the ones that get out there and do these things, I don't have a problem with filming police. Police don't have a problem with you filming police. What they have a problem is you asserting yourself into the situation. That's where the line of demarcation is. That's where it needs to stop. You want to stand over here and film, get all the angles that you need to get, as long as you're outside a police line, as long as you're not, impeding an investigation. More power to you. Do it. That's fine. I do think that, yes, there are certain circumstances where officers are a little, they can be out of sorts. I understand. Again, I also understand that being a police officer is one of the few jobs in the world where you can do everything right and still end up dead. So there are a lot of things. Yeah, Aaron Reese said, you're right. Where'd he go? Boom. He says, you're not allowed to become part of the story unless you're Dr. Hunter S. Thompson. So, no, I agree. You should never insert yourself into a story. Hi. Because I'm not talking to anybody who can talk to me back.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's a beautiful woman. Come over to say hi. She's the one holding that lightsaber right there.
Me?
What? No, not you. Puppy fight. Puppy fight. Fighting over trash. All right, you two, settle down. Silly puppies. Anyway. Oh, they're all saying hello, hello, hello. Yes, the better half. Yes.
I
Aw.
thought I got off at 2. I don't get off till 3.
Oh, it's only another 40 minutes and you can just party. Party. I realize it's that kind of party. American Be Savage goes to Captain Welsh says, I see frauditors. Yeah, I did let the dogs out.
You're feeling bad.
I did let them out. No, they never get put up, really. They roam the house free. They have kennels, but the only time we ever put them in the kennels is when we go somewhere for a little bit, which generally we really don't go a lot of places that they need to be kenneled for very long because they're pretty good about the potty training. Every now and again they find things that they just have to pee on because, you know, obviously the paper towels belong to somebody and it has to belong to one of them. So pee all over those, you know, whatever. Yeah, but no, so they run this house. All the puppies. The turtles would too if they didn't require water. American Be Savage says you should try my cookies. What kind of cookies you have? Cookies. Yep. Sorry about that, everybody. Puppies they're running around playing outside like good puppies. Chuck the Duck says hello from Southeast Florida. Great channel. Thank you so much, Chuck the Duck. I appreciate that. Sliding in.
I did a backflip.
You did a backflip. I can do a double backflip. You want to see it?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Dib. Hello. Yes, Paracord Princess. Mama Tega does have purple hair. There's some blue in there too. Blue and purple. Hey, Kristen. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah. All right. So here's updates. The reason why I was late, and I spoke about this briefly in the video, the Glen Serio video. The reason I was late with that Glen Serio video is because I was working really hard. I took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off of work so I could work. Well, it was my birthday on Saturday. Cool. But there was like, I knew Sunday was the deadline for a short film, a short film that I was involved in, and I wanted to be available in case we had to do reshoots or whatever. Well, it turns out I had on Friday, we didn't do a show, as you guys noticed, because I had the singer for the little makeshift jazz band type thing that was going on in the background. She came over to record her songs, which was kind of fun because we got into a little bit of a theory discussion. Well, not heated, but it was definitely a discussion. So we did, we recorded that, and she sounds great, by the way. I can't wait to show this to you guys when we get the opportunity. Thank you, Chris Durham. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Mandy. Yours is next week. Well, happy early birthday, Miss Mandy. You're going to be what, 22 and a half? 22? Something like that? Michelle, your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you as well. What are you, 25, 26? Anyway, so we recorded that, got everything mixed and put in, and you're going to be 19, Miss Mandy. I'm sorry. My mistake. I thought you were at least old enough to have a alcoholic beverage, but my mistake. Oompa Loompa movie is a short film. You demon orb. Anyway, so I got that. Hey, Fish Like a Girl. Well, good. You're not driving, you're traveling. Remember, we're traveling on this channel. We're not driving, or something like that. Yes, JL, that rewrite does work. I think it's you were concerned about poetry. It's still poetry. Anyway, so it turns after I finished that. Originally, what we were going to do is work on the color correction and make sure that everything was basically what happened is I sat down from the time that I'd finished recording. The time that I finished recording the music, we popped in the project and back here, and we worked from Friday until Sunday on the edits, the color correcting, everything, like polishing it up. And there were still some things that were missed. I really wanted to spend a week. I could spend a week on that film. I'm going to get the footage to work on the director's cut, and I'm going to fix it. It's going to be so much nicer. I think we turned in a good product, to be honest with you. I think we have a real good shot of placing in this film festival. There were 18 directors who signed up and 9 people who turned in a film. So we're one of 9, and we screen on the 30th. So yeah, the 30th, I'll find out what how it is. Hopefully we place. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Hi, what you got there? You got unicorn slippers? Ballet shoes. Oh, I see. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm really excited. There's some shots in there that look amazing. Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat. No, we're not talking about the documentary. The documentary, I'll find out April. Let me check. I think it's April 11th for the first one. I should find out April 11th, and then March. Let me find out. March 11th. So the first one I'll find out is March 11th and April 29th on the other film festival. And I'm still looking at different festivals to get into for the documentary. So no, we're talking about the short film that I worked on. I played a couple of tunes. Well, I played one tune on. I was supposed to play a couple, but ended up playing one song. Hey, quit that, silly. Ended up playing one song on it. I was in it, and I had to cut my scene out for time, which is fine. Aaron Reese says, you're confused. What you confused about? Did I do it? It's probably my fault. But the short film project was like that took all of my time. But it looks good, sounds pretty on point, and I think we have a good shot of placing. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. Oh, by the way, this just in, we broke 7,500 subscribers on the channel. So thank you all very much. I really do appreciate all the support, all the help, all the views. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. Yes, Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat. As a matter of fact, after it screens on the 30th, I believe the director is going to go ahead and go public with it. He's going to post it, and we'll be able to show. Yes, Mrs. Schrodinger's Cat. Not too long from now, about 2 weeks, give or take. So, yes. Which project were you discussing? My family's making a hell of a racket fighting over an iPad game. Well, those iPad games are pretty. I mean, they could be like, I don't know about Candy Crush, but some of them could be pretty, No, I was talking about a short film project that I'm involved in. I can't really release any information about it right this minute, which, Renee Martin says, as a new member to this type of content, let me thank you and your peers for all that you do. Well, it's a lot of fun. It really is. And I really do appreciate your support. You do get a shout out in the newest video coming out because you're one of the newer supporters. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely awesome. You guys are great. Crapple sucks. Oh, geez. Clive Wells is reminding us all that jail has an aversion to whatever those little ghosts. Yep, jail is a ghost hunter. John Rapp says they say your first 7,513 are the hardest. That's true. It took me 2 years to get here. Well, a little over 2 years, but no, just over 2 years. Wait a minute. What day is it? The 12th? No, it's just under 2 years. What happened? You broke your shoe? Yeah, I can fix your shoe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to whatever this year brings. Hopefully, we can grow this channel.
Ghosts.
Yeah, those are all the ghosts because JL is a ghost hunter. Yeah. Now, it's kind of funny because this little one here, this little youngster right here, reminded me that if we get to 10,000 subscribers,
we're gonna
by the end of this year.
Yeah, we're gonna wax this whole entire arm.
Yeah, they're gonna wax my arm. Golly.
Also, we're gonna make a video on Mom Tiggy's Madnesses channel, which you can watch.
Yep.
While he burns in pain.
Who?
You.
No.
I mean, the wax is pretty hot.
Well, yeah, but I've had wax on me before. It's not that big a deal.
Maybe a little. Maybe you'll need some serum.
Maybe I'll need some. What is serum?
Forgot about the wax serum.
I don't wax. How would I didn't even know about the wax serum. What am I supposed to do? See, this is what you when you a house full of girls, they know all this stuff. I probably should know this stuff. Sometimes my kids overshare a little bit, but it is what it is.
4 girls, 2 men.
Yep. Mallory's Asylum says hashtag wax Johnny O. It begins. 7,500. I know. I need 3,500 more. She didn't get it. She didn't pick up on it. Trying to pad the stats. Nope, she's not. She's not paying attention to me. She would have been all over that one. She's actually really good at math. Believe it or not. 4 times 4 equals what? 18.
No, 16.
Yeah, 16. Yes, I know, Vlad. I said 35 on purpose because usually she'd be running over here saying, "No,
Yeah, I would. I just didn't want to because I was putting on my shoes.
Put on her shoes, yeah. At the plot hole, wax on, wax off screen. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I've like whatever, like candle wax, moving candles every now and again, but there was one here I wanted to show you. Let's see here. I can't find it right now. Wax the butt crack. I don't know if we have enough wax. She says I slay. Yeah. So that one again, 18 days for that short film, and then we'll know how it does. I'll let everybody know. I'll update. I'm looking forward to this film festival. And then we had what else? What else we have? No bicycles in the house. Put it in the garage where it belongs, or take it out the back and ride around the backyard. Well, we still don't ride in the house, baby. No, Ardo. Brain waxing would not advance your pursuit to understanding Flatardia.
It's a joke, Daddy.
No, I know it's a joke. It wouldn't help. Speaking of which, I don't know if I have had the pleasure of moderating a debate between FTFE and some guy that I can't even remember what his name was. I don't remember. Hey, Mark, good to see you. I didn't remember what his name was, but he was just horrible at the whole concept or idea of debate. He didn't know how the debate works. I think you should wax your cheek at 10,000 or chin. No, I will not be. I will have to trim. Probably going to lose a little bit of beard, but it grows back. for a film roll, but we'll see what happens.
We're not shaving off any part of your beard.
I might have to trim it.
No.
Not shave it, trim it.
No.
You go on. Go put your bicycle away.
Yeah.
But she's like, pleasure and flat earth in the same sentence? No. I don't know what it was, but there was one part, and this is what I've always wanted. Was this that dude who FTFE hammered and rage quit in 20 minutes? No, this one lasted a little longer because we actually had structure. There was moderation, portion, intro 5 minutes, and I think that he couldn't even do a 5-minute intro. He had no evidence to bring. He couldn't rebut any of FTFE's evidence. It was bad. It was really bad. And one of his pieces of evidence was that, or a claim that he made was that the photos were digital or composite images. Though composite means they're Photoshop because they have to be, because they're composite images. What was a digital camera? Taking a digital film. What films do anyway? So I said, I asked him. Let me ask you a question. Are you using a digital camera right now? And he didn't understand. He didn't get it. The painful truth. Yeah, it was the painful truth, and it was painful because his microphone or whatever his audio, it was bad. I don't know what was going on with that. But he didn't understand. I was asking him, hey, if you're using a camera that's digital, and I asked him, so am I seeing you right now? That's real. That picture over here, that's real. He didn't get it. He just didn't get it. Didn't understand. Went right over his head. And as a moderator, I wasn't even. I probably should not have presented him that question, but I had to. I had to present him that question because it's disingenuous, and that was my way of showing him that it was disingenuous for him to make this claim about composite imagery being meaning that it's fake, meaning that something is fake, when clearly he was using something that sent signal that another thing had to interpret as composite images to make his representation. But I digress. Hey, Brendan, good to see you. Mallory is true. I could be CGI. That's true. If I am CGI, I need them to go back and rework this. I just pointed to the whole part of me. That area could use a little bit of a rework. Flourish memorize their talking points and understand what they mean. They don't. They really don't. And it's, I had to walk away from that. I covered Flat Earth briefly, and I would, every now and again, I'd go back and look at, what MC Toon is doing, because he likes to cover and still debate flat earthers. It's not even really debate. I'd say he likes to argue with flat earthers on the internet. But hey, Ida Pimp, Udaho, good to see you. But yeah, it's just I had to walk away. So and what I did is I walked away from flat Earth and got into the frauditors. My goodness. Clive Wells he's on to me. He says Bigfoot is CGI. Hey, Vegas baby girl. Yeah, I know. Everybody thinks I'm Bigfoot. Stop riding your bike in the house, sweetheart. Go outside and ride it. You can do that. Backyard. We give flat earthers too much leeway. They're clearly idiots, and nothing will change their mind. Like Ron White said, you can't fix stupid. Now we have successfully, or we have seen at least 3 flat earthers, maybe 4 now, successfully break away from that cult, because that's what it is. It's a
I was
cult.
stupid and now I'm smart.
You've never been stupid. Stupid is a choice.
Yes, I've been thinking. When I was 2, I thought that it went from 4 to 6.
Well, it does. It just stops at 5 in between. See, not stupid. It's how you think about it. You did. Let me look. Let me see what you got here. You did send that to me. You did send it to me.
I also thought that 18 plus 18 was 18.
18 plus 18 is what? Anyway. 4 plus, you're fine. You're okay. You're still learning. You're learning your math. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're doing, see, that's the difference. You are learning. You are choosing to learn. It's not about making mistakes. It's about recognizing that you're making mistakes and then fixing them.
It's a little key.
It is a little key. Anyway. Wait, I just saw one.
Unlock your heart.
Anthony Vasquez says, I saw a Simon Dan video where the guy who believes that koalas, yeah, that guy I think that's Hans Wormhat that thinks that all animals are CGI, which is just
Unlocking your heart back together.
Okay.
Because I thought it was, because I'm pretty sure it's broken, but it's back together now.
All right. But yes, it is maths. But I get made fun of being an American saying maths. Like, you're not allowed to say that if you're both a British. I don't know. Golly, she distracts me and I lose my train of thought because that's the thing. Clive Wells said it's best. 1 + 1 = potato.
1.
Yeah.
1 + 1 = 2, not
That's
potato.
right. Yes. We know. Come on. The main thing.
7,502.
Yep.
Subscribers.
Yep. We're getting there.
Oh my god, it's getting
The main thing is to keep the people wavering in the brain from falling for it. If he has such plausibility when you hear the word, hear the well looks flat and trust your eyes. Yeah. And that's the problem. And that's one thing that Painful Truth said that I thought was funny. He was all, well, I know it's flat because I trust my eyes. And then in the very same breath, very same, continuation of that sentence, he tells us all that eyes aren't very good. It's just, my goodness. You're going to sit there and say that, trust your eyes, but eyes aren't very good. The instrument that I'm telling you to trust isn't very good at determining the things I'm telling you to trust it about. So, come on, man. Come on, man. So it's just, my goodness. Anyway, so I got away from that, got into doing some frauditors and whatnot because, my goodness, those guys are legitimately dangerous because, again, they are going to do things that are counterintuitive to what they think they're about. And that's the problem. They think they're about protecting First Amendment rights and whatnot, and that's not what's going to happen. They're agitators who are putting themselves in a category. We're going to see things like in Washington, where Serio is from, limit your freedom of the press because of these. I guarantee you, Washington states that didn't come back and say that no, not everybody is just because they wanted to be like, nah. No, it's because of all these frauditors that are going around sticking their cameras in faces and being agitators. That doesn't make you press, according to Washington State. I don't think it makes you press either because, again, I've trained as a journalist. I know what it means to be a journalist. I know where the integrity line is to be a journalist. Regardless of what people think about mainstream news or whatever, I know what it means to be honest, operate with integrity, and actually do the work of journalism. Putting your camera in somebody's face and agitating them is not journalistic. That's not what that is. It's not even what the word means. Soft sits are a bigger danger. That's true. So, okay, I lump in soft sits and frauditors all in the same category. I think that soft sits are just a subset of frauditors. Hey, Killing Time passing through. Good to see you. So, turtle tank is getting low. No, actually, we put more water in it, so it's helping, but I got to fix the pump. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't think it's a clog because we cleaned everything, but I'm working on it. Yeah, having a YouTube channel doesn't necessarily make you press. I don't need a judge to make a ruling on that. It's just common sense. Absolutely. Here's the thing. There are things that, and I'm not saying, because here I'm a guy with a YouTube channel that does news style videos from time to time. Like I did an investigation into Kent Hovind. I used to have a weekly roundup show. People didn't particularly care for that one, so I stopped doing it. But I've done these things, right? I actually have a degree in communication. Well, it's a minor. I have a degree in English with a minor in communications. I've worked for actual, like, legitimate press was a school newspaper, but it was considered legitimate press because we had publishers. It was, whatever. Soft have killed officers. Yeah, and that's yes, I agree. I agree. I mean, they are very, very dangerous. What they do can get people seriously injured, if not killed. It's just, I mean, I have no problem with, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I have no problem with somebody who wants to go out and film police interactions for accountability. No problem with that whatsoever. I actually think we should have an oversight that involves more, like, I don't think internal affairs is the best. I don't think investigating police is the best solution to the problem of corrupt police officers. I think that's part of a solution. I think it can be better. I think we can improve internal affairs if we get people who aren't police officers, but who are knowledgeable when it comes to legality. I mean, I'm not saying we just take some random Joe Blow off the street and say, okay, cool, you go join this group with IA and you get to investigate police officers. No, we need, people who studied law, people who know how the applicable law works in certain situations to be able to help determine whether or not these police officers act within the realm of within the realm of being legal, or nobody's overstepping boundaries, nobody's overstepping their badge and whatnot. Smitty says, but are you 400 plus in English? Actually, I did a lot of 400 plus classes in English. Let's see here. Broken system, broken trust is a soft set frauditor. He makes a mockery of the law and doesn't take the consequences seriously and just writes off every ticket, arrest, and court as fraudulent. Yeah, well, they'll put him in there. They'll put his ass in there. Again, I'm not saying that we take any old civilian. We have to have, look, to say that we don't know what it entails. That's a fair point, right? It's a fair point to know that we don't know what police entails, right? But as someone who has never been a police officer, I've never been a police officer, right? I've never been in law enforcement. And speaking, fully aware that I've never been in law enforcement, understanding that there are things about law enforcement that I just don't know. I get it. I have to say that I don't think I need to know how police officers to work to know that the shooting of Philando Castile was terrible, that there was something inherently wrong with that situation. I don't need to know the inner workings of police officers to know that was a wrongful, terrible discharge of a firearm. I don't need to be a police officer to know that you should have the proper training. If you're going to use weapons, you should have the proper training to be able to identify by touch your service pistol versus a taser. I think you should. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm holding police officers too high of a standard, but I think that they should. That's the training that they should have. Now, if they're not receiving that training, then we need to make sure that they are getting that. We need to make sure that we help implement things that make sure that they are receiving the proper training that they need. Because I believe that we should have a police force. I believe that cops should have certain protections. I don't think that we should say, I'm going to spike the mic, but I don't think that we say, well, they're cops and it's a dangerous job, so therefore they're allowed to do things outside of the law. Absolutely not. I think that's a terrible thing to say. And somebody said a minute ago that you don't have to be. Bye, John Collins. Have a good day. I don't think that somebody said, where'd it go? And I agree. Yes, Mark Baggett, the Rise of Wars incident have about 30 minutes where I live. Cops and judges should be better informed about softness and frauditors and not tolerate nonsense. Absolutely agree with that too. Absolutely agree with that too. And somebody said something about you don't have to be an artist to be able to critique art. I agree. but again, what I'm saying is you do need to have an education, right? So an education in art, knowing different styles of art to be able to, offer a good critique. I think the same thing. I think if you're going to something that investigates police misconduct, you need to have an education that that encompasses what that means. You should know what your job. You should know the job. I do think you should know the job. I do think you should know, again, you should be well versed in legality of what cops are and are not allowed to do. I do think that having an understanding of the job is important, right? Because I don't think that I don't think that we should just pick up any old Joe Blow from the side of the street and say, hey, get in there and watch the police officers. No, I think that if we're going to have somebody who is there to investigate, that if we're going to investigate police officers, we should have people who are both involved and not involved with police. I think that, again, for accountability, I think that would help bridge some of that distrust that some of the public may have with the police and police investigating the police. Having that civilian element in there, again, well-educated civilian element in there, I think that would help bridge some of the issues that have presented themselves against that distrust with civilian everyday average person and the police officers, that build that trust. Skips Crasher for $2 says, hello, Johnny O. Sorry I'm late. No, you're fine. You're right on time. Aaron Reese, good to see you. Have a good day. Have a good day. What? That's gross. I'm glad I missed that, Bill Mulligan. I gotta say, happy to have missed that. Hey, Artist Corporate Fiction, good to see you. It says, having understanding of training and the details of each case obviously matters. That said, there are going to be incidences where a judgment can be made without having that prior knowledge. I agree. I do agree. And like I said, thank you for stopping by, Artie. It's really cool. I think it would really help build some of that trust between the community and police force. I forget what, I forget what happened. I think it was in Oakland, California, or it was a suburb of Northern California. Somewhere over there, where there was an issue with, hey, Tony. Hey, Triggered Limey's in the house. Tony Regime, good to see both. Sorry, trying to read something. I forget where it was. I want to say it was in Oakland, California, where there was an issue with, there was a lot of violence, a lot of inner city violence. I want to say it was gang violence. But it took a police chief to come out and say, look, we're going to retrain our police officers in how to work de-escalation, right? We're going to come out here and we're going to get involved with the city, with the people that we're supposed to be policing. We're going to, we want them on first name basis with us. We want to be able to show up and hang out and, shoot a game of basketball with these kids, or, whatever, just hang out and talk to the people and be involved. We want to invite them in to do whatever, we want to make this as transparent and open as possible, make this two-way, make this where you don't have to worry about, we don't want the bad shootings. We don't want the negative interactions. We want to keep those limited. We're showing you respect. That way we can earn your respect. That type of thing. And they saw that their violence went down. They saw that the negative interactions with police officers in between, it went down. They saw that they were able to get out there and help de-escalate situations, as opposed to being, escalation. So some old dude who's been a member of the Headbangers for 3 months says, hello, cop auditors should be licensed. Yeah, you shouldn't call yourself an auditor unless you actually know what that really means. Filming a police officer is not auditing. That's just filming a police officer. Nothing wrong with it. Again, accountability, cool. As long as you're not being a jerk about it, as long as you're not getting all up in there. But Internet God says, "Can I have been Oakland?" I don't remember exactly where it was, and this was I want to say I read about this 10, maybe 15 years ago. I have to go back and look, but the police chief of this precinct made it a point that he wanted to get involved with the people that he was policing. They held barbecues, they had all this stuff for this, the people that they were policing, which is a great idea. I think that needs to happen more often. I think police officers and the community servants should get together with community leaders and get together and hold these types of things to help reduce the amount of negative tension between the whoever, people who don't trust police officers. Look, we're not here to this, that, and the other. We're here to help. We're here to be, because it is a dangerous job. Regardless of what anybody says, it is a dangerous job. I get that. Again, you can do everything right. It's one of the very few jobs where you can do everything right and still end up dead. So I respect that. The stream elements on the fritz again. Yes, Anthony Vasquez, that is absolutely correct. Fake frauditors, fake activism destroy real activism. Yes. Tusk, I agree. Cops are public servants, and the power they hold is by consent. They need to remember that. They are not there to govern and control us, but to ensure that lawbreakers are caught. I agree. And again, I think by getting involved in community events, getting involved with the community is going to help out quite a bit. I think it's going to bring people together. Iron Moop says, just don't make me a cop. And it's important, so I don't like what frauditors do because, again, they're not there to actually, they're there. They want to get a reaction. That's what they want. They want to be able to put it up on their YouTube channel. It says, fail, whatever, failed, First Amendment ought to fail. Cops are tyrants, because that brings people to look at their channels and blah, blah, blah. Because if they actually went out there and posted all of the eventless interactions, nobody would care. And they'd be like, all right, yeah, whatever, passing on, moving on. Like I could get up here and pull 100 videos of police officers doing, like that cop that bought that, he came up against this woman who was shoplifting at that store. And instead of busting her down, he said, look, here's here's your trespass. You're not allowed in the store anymore. Hey, Otangelo, good to see you. Here's the citation, whatever, the trespass. Don't come back in the store. And you need a hat and gloves because you're cold. Here's your hat and gloves. I paid for it. No, we don't want to talk about that, because that was a police officer who did what he was supposed to do. He was called out by someone who said, hey, look, there's a crime happening in my store right now. And instead of going hard, he recognized that somebody was down on their luck and needed some help, and he helped out. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the police officer who saw a homeless man with no shoes sleeping in a New York street and went and bought the gentleman's socks and shoes. Paid for it out of his own pocket. Nobody wants to talk about that. We all want to talk about the negative stuff. And we have to remember that you can't look at just what's wrong. You have to look at what's right. Because if you look at what's right, then you have something really to base your what's wrong. Look, it can work. Police officers can be this, they can be that, and police officers can also be held accountable when they make mistakes. Yes, they need to be held accountable, just like me. If I were to go out, drunk driving and run over a kid, I'm going to be held accountable for that. Police officers should be too. And yes, that has happened where a police officer drunk driving didn't run over a kid. I forget. They caused an accident, caused serious injury to somebody, and people want to be like, I mean, that's not. And I understand what you're saying, Tusk. It's a little bit of a stretch on that. And I can understand why people have this, and that's something that needs to be addressed. The appearance of the negative interactions that always get shoved out. we need to talk again. We need to talk about what's right. We talk about what's right, what works. That way we can properly judge what's wrong and what doesn't work. But anyway, yeah, I think that there are certain ways, right ways and wrong ways to go about everything. The looking at, shoving cameras in faces, I don't think that is anything. I think it's counterintuitive. It's actually working against you. It's causing people to want to make changes, legal changes and legal challenges to the First Amendment. So just remember that next time you're thinking about frauditing, next time you're thinking about auditing, remember that you could be actually causing problem. You could be causing an issue. So that being said, counterproductive too. Yes, that too, or no last name. Thieves should be locked up. Where'd you go? Locked up 20 years minimum. Donut thieves, 20 years for a donut? My goodness. That's a long time. That's a long time for a donut. What kind of donut, though? Are we talking like, because I don't like Krispy Kreme donuts. Whatever. You can do without. Take all those you want. I don't care. But like the good ones. Yeah, Irish too. And I think that type of stuff needs to be addressed. We need to have those cops should have been held accountable. And I don't mean, well, they should be fired. Sure. I don't know if they should be cops. I think that should disqualify them from being police officers. But I think that it's got to go beyond that. It's got to go beyond just losing their job. The Triggered Limey for 2 pounds says your beard is looking very glorious today. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what happened. I think it's just cold and, second best Bob, who's been a member of the Apollo crew for 2 months, says, I've got to go. Sorry to miss you live. Well, it was nice having you here anyways. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Jail time for donut thieves to make a liar out of Mitch Hedberg. We would all demand receipts for our donuts. That's true. That's true. Hey, Bill. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Actually, it's time to. I got to get out of here because I think Irish Demon's got. He's got a live show going on right now. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. So Surrender Monkey says, I just nailed 2 triple cheeseburgers, 2 Big Macs, and a Big Mac meal minus a milkshake because chocolate milkshake seemed like it was too healthy. I'll thank you, but beer is my preferred drink. There you go. Skits Crasher says, I missed the ornaments for 2 pounds or $2. That's true. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. He moved it up. Did he? Did he, Frank? Good to see you, Frank. Half hour. All right. Irish Demon, just as we mentioned donuts. That's true. All right, cool. So he pushed it back. We'll give it just a couple more minutes. That way we can let it do its thing. Anyway, yeah. So I am looking forward to some of the things we've got coming up. The Weekend Horror. By the way, Weekend Horror tonight, 7:00, about 4 hours from now. If you want to get on there and check that out, we might be able to talk about some things related to projects. May not. Dib, good to see you. Radical is live. There we go. We can get out of here so you can go check out Radical too. Anyway, check us out tonight, 4 hours. If you like horror films, like watching, film directors and filmmakers nerd out about horror flicks, there you go. Do I have a favorite guitar speaker? Yes, I do. The Eminence Patriot and the Texas Heat put together, matched in a X pattern. So I think it sounds great. It gets a good low end, a good mid-range response, and real crisp. So Skits Crasher says, yay, more Johnny O for $2. Thank you so much. All right, Ardo, go throw things at Radical for me. You're a Celestion Greenback. I've never been a huge Celestion fan. I always thought their speakers a little too brittle for me. That's just my ear, but people like them. They've been a staple in the music industry for what, 75 years. So yeah, I mean, it's a good speaker. I just not to my excuse me. You have a Celestion Greenback cab. Sounds amazing. Irish too. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I just for some reason I never liked the Greenbacks for the style of music that I was playing. They certainly have their distinct sound and they have a place, but it's just for me it wasn't. Celestions are for people who think Eric Clapton is the best guitarist ever at the bottle. Well, I've always liked a more mid-rangey and kind of lower end response with that crisp upper end. And I got that by mixing speakers. So Mrs. Schrodinger's cat says, just watched AMG on Radical Plays. And Johnny, she says things again. Yep. I'm looking forward to hearing that. I want to hear your tones. I want to hear your tones. Sue Kettle says, I can't use speakers. Thin walls and good neighbors. And I like to keep them that way. Thin walls are the good neighbors. VTuber Zoomy says, guess I can hang while I'm editing my avatar. All right, let's see what you got. You feel naked. Why? You got, what is that? What is that on your head? I can't tell. Can't see. All right, you guys get out of here. Go check out Radical and then check out Irish Demon. And then again, tonight in about 4 hours, if you like horror films, check us out over on the Weekend Horror. You can go to Weekend Horror on YouTube. Maybe we'll have some cool announcements about some upcoming projects. Maybe not. I'm not for sure if we're allowed to speak about it, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm Johnny O. It's been a lot of fun. I know I said some things that may have been unpopular to some people, but that's what we're here. We're here to express and have discussions. That anybody and everybody is more than welcome to disagree. So yeah, it's time to get out of here. Need an update? I got an updated profile picture. Awesome. Renee, thank you for being a supporter. I appreciate it. Anyway, we all know what time it is. That's right. It is time for finger guns, baby.